At the spring meeting of finance ministers and national bank governors in Washington, IMF and World Bank economists have forecast GDP growth of 0.5 percentage point for Croatia this year.
So we are forecasting a positive rate of growth for 2015 of 0.5% of GDP. This is good news because Croatia has been in recession for 5 years. And the primary reason for the pickup, the upturn, is because we think investment will go up because of the absorption of EU funds.
However, the economists warn that Croatia still needs to implement thorough reforms. They also cautioned the Croatian government with regard to decisions about bailing out citizens with Swiss franc-denominated loans.
Our view is that the Swiss franc mortgages do not pose a systemic risk to the banking system in Croatia. It is stable and well capitalized. That being said, there are people who are going to find it difficult to pay their mortgages. However, many of these mortgages are for second homes, and they are held by people who are not the least wealthy members of society.
Finance Minister Boris Lalovac was to have attended the summit in Washington but canceled his trip to work on additional deficit reduction measures being called for by Brussels. He said that the new measures will be presented on Tuesday. Yesterday, Lalovac said that he was surprised by a recent statement by Croatian National Bank Governor Boris Vujicic that interest rates on loans pegged to the euro could grow, accusing the banks of social insensitivity, noting that while the state and citizens were suffering under the burden of the economic crisis, the banks were recording massive profits. Following a series of court rulings in favor of citizens with loans pegged to the Swiss franc, a Zagreb court has sanctioned the Hypo Alpe Adria Bank for failing to adhere to the law on consumer loans. The borrowers' advocacy group, Franak, feels that this ruling is further proof of how banks are conducting their business and treating their clients. Bank representatives have rejected these assessments. The Franak Group has also slammed the Supreme Court and Constitutional Court for stalling their class action lawsuit against currency clauses for consumer loans. Yesterday, Supreme Court President Branko Hrvatin said that a ruling would be issued within 4 weeks. According to unconfirmed reports, fuel prices in Croatia could go up on Tuesday by 3 to 4 cents per liter. However, following government's decision on Thursday to raise excise duties on fuel and tobacco products as part of measures stipulated by the European Union to reduce the budget deficit, the price of fuel could go up by an additional 2.5 cents per liter, all told between 5.5 and 6.5 cents per liter. In sports, Croatia's Marin Cilic lost to world number 1 Novak Djokovic of Serbia 6-love, 6-3 in yesterday's quarterfinal in Monte Carlo. Turning to football, in the 29th round of play in the domestic league, which saw Dinamo Zagreb beat Lokomotiva 2-1. Later today, Hajduk plays Rijeka and Istra hosts Split. In Champions League handball, PPD Zagreb are in Barcelona tonight where they play the return leg of their quarterfinal showdown. Barcelona won the opener in Zagreb 25-23. Finally, in Champions League water polo, Rijeka's Primorje host Turkish side Galatasaray tonight, while Jug of Dubrovnik host Partizan of Belgrade. Both Primorje and Jug have already secured a spot in the final 6 of the tournament. And now the forecast for the remainder of the day. Overcast with intermittent rain, snow at higher elevations, while the coast may see some thunderstorms. Skies will begin to clear in the north of the country by nightfall. There will be a strong northeasterly on the Adriatic. Highs will be between 6 to 11 degrees Celsius inland, 12 to 18 on the coast. The 3-day forecast for the interior calls for predominantly sunny skies with some moderate cloud cover and a chance of some showers on Monday. Expect colder mornings and warmer afternoons. Predominantly sunny on the Adriatic as well, with some moderate cloud cover and rain in southern Dalmatia on Sunday night. Winds from the northeast will die down and turn to a northerly and northwesterly, reaching strong gusts by Tuesday.